now shift our attention to what is unfolding in Israel, where this, of course, is the fifth time in a span of 4 years. The two of the strongest contenders for the Prime Minister's post, Benjamin Netanyahu and Yair Lapid, are, of course, in the running, but the Israelis are voting in a general election for the fifth time in 4 years, and it's the same players all over again. But what we are witnessing at this point of time is a slightly higher than usual voter turnout this morning. So let's take a look as to how the voter turnout is likely to affect the results. Now, Israel's election committee had said that by noon, about 28.4% of the eligible voters had cast their ballots. And this is the highest morning voter turnout since 1999, despite the fact that it's the fifth time that the people are voting in the last 4 years. The high turnout may not be a good thing for Benjamin Netanyahu. The former Prime Minister's party is already expecting to get the most number of seats, but a high number of voters could actually strengthen both his allies and also his competence. And both scenarios are undesirable. Now, opposition parties with enough seats could, of course, band together to form a ruling coalition. And that's precisely what happened in 2021. And Netanyahu is hoping to avoid that. And this is what he has said after having cast his vote.
It's a great privilege to vote. I obviously say it to our supporters, but also generally to the citizens of Israel. I told you I was a little bit worried, but God willing and with the help of the people who hear us, we'll finish the day with a smile. But it's up to the people.
Now remember, Naftali Bennett and Yair Lapid had managed to oust Netanyahu by banding together with parties across the political spectrum. Yair Lapid is trying to do that again. Yair Lapid, of course, became a prime minister in an interim capacity. He got the top job after Naftali Bennett stepped down. And this time, he's aiming to win on his own without a power-sharing agreement. But the question, of course, is can he succeed? Or will he have to cut a deal with Benny Gantz? Now, the former army chief and also the current defense minister has his own party. He's projecting himself yet again as a prime ministerial candidate to try keep Benjamin Netanyahu out. Netanyahu, for his part, is also battling some serious corruption charges as well. Now, Yair Lapid may, of course, have to share power with Benny Gantz this time round. The high voter turnout may, of course, give Benny Gantz more seats and therefore more leverage in the Knesset. Now, Netanyahu is also expected to get stronger allies, and this is not something that he wants. Now, the far-right politician Itamar Ben-Gvir has been creating a lot of stir in Israeli politics. He's expected to strengthen his position, and Netanyahu may have to court him to become the prime minister. Ben-Gvir could then force Netanyahu to implement his Jewish Power Party's controversial policies. And this possibility may also galvanize the voter turnout, but of Israel's Arab population. An Arab party was in fact part of the ruling coalition last time round, and Netanyahu has said that it should not happen again. But perhaps Israel's Arabs are, of course, lining up to thwart Netanyahu. As Lapid cast his vote today, he had this to say.
This election is between the future and the past, so go vote today for the future of our children, for the future of our country. Vote well. Good luck to everybody. Thank you very much.
Now remember, no party in Israel has ever had an absolute majority to form a government on its own. It's always been a coalition that has formed the government in Israel. This time round, this is the fifth general election in the last 4 years. Will there be a party that can actually get enough seats to form a majority of its own? That's not expected either. But can there be a stable coalition? This, of course, is what the people in Israel are looking for. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.